In 2023, I opened up my first Shopify print-on-demand store that did over 100 sales with $0 spent on paid traffic. In this video, I'll share how many sales I made and how I drove traffic to the store. Let's get to it. Now, before I get to showing you the data, I just wanted to mention that this really was not a focal point of my time or attention in 2023. It was really just an experiment. I had no clue what to expect. I probably expected 0 sales, way more than I expected over 100 sales. So I'm very happy with the outcome. Now, in the last 12 months, and as you can actually see here by the data, I opened up my shop at the very end of April. So we're really looking at like 8 months of sales data here, not even 12 months. I made a total of $4,431 in total sales. And again, I didn't spend any money on traffic. So the profit after paying, the Shopify transaction fee and then paying for fulfillment of those orders, the profit was likely about, let's just say 25%. So I probably made about $1,100 in profit on the year for a shop that I mentioned this in a previous video, guys, but actually what I did for the shop is I paid somebody $100 and I just said, please make my shop look better. And they said, okay, add me as an admin and I'm going to go ahead and do that. And within a couple hours, like literally less than a day, somebody from Fiverr, honestly, the whole shop was tricked out and looked great. Now, I don't know if they still offer that service. I'll reach out to them. If they do, I'll put a link to it in the description, but I need to confirm with them first. I know that in my previous video, I had mentioned that and I put the link in the description and some of you guys actually used him. He's pretty good. Anyways, you can see here the online store sales channel was basically responsible for everything. It looks like there's something called Avada Upsell Cross Seller. I don't even know what that is. Looking at the sales by channel here. Again, I didn't put that much effort into it. So I wasn't like cross promoting on whatever Avada Upsell Cross Seller is. I have no clue. That wasn't me. And then anything listed as shop. Again, that was not a manual undertaking by me. That might be some automated Shopify thing. But the one thing that stands out in my head most about this experiment was that within a week of launching my shop, I made my first sale, which based on my former web developer experience, I thought you needed like a year to get indexed by Google and get like preferential treatment after your domain is aged a bit. And, you probably have Google Analytics on the web page. So Google's studying how people like come to your site, how long they stay on your site, how many pages they view, etc., things like that. That helps Google understand if your site has real value or if it's trash, But I think because I launched on Shopify, it somehow expedited like getting my website indexed and getting it out there for people. I'm not going to give you the site, you know what I mean? I don't stand to gain anything from doing that, so I'm not going to do that. But it was in a trending niche, you know what I mean? Which I think had a lot to do with this. If I was just selling evergreens, I wouldn't have expected, over 100 sales in the first year. By the way, in total, 126 sales. It looks like the month of August was my peak month with almost half of the total sales there. It looks like I did about like 56 sales in the month of August alone. But as trends tend to look, you can see that there is a bell curve there. And when things fall out of favor, sales tend to grind to a halt. So average order value, by the way, $30.91. That's for primarily what I was selling was hats. Okay. So that's charging for the hat and shipping. All right. And average order value also, takes into account if someone ordered multiple products. Now, I didn't just sell hats because if I can sell you something on a hat, guess what? I'm going to try to sell that same thing to you on a t-shirt on your way out. There's no reason not to, okay? So if I'm selling a shirt and I can put that on a hat, I'm going to do that. If I'm selling a hat and I can put it on a shirt, I'm going to do that too, right? Makes logical sense, hopefully. When I looked at my sales by traffic referrer, I just thought it was interesting that Twitter drove a sale to me, even though I didn't promote it on Twitter. So kind of interesting. Someone must have done that for me. One funny note on Twitter, though, is I tried to open a new Twitter account. You have to wait a month before then you can pay for Twitter Blue, which is required to run ads. I did all that, and then they just would not let me run any ads for any reason. And it was like a completely automated system. So I was like, Twitter, I'm trying to give you money. Why won't you take it? You know what I mean? And anybody who uses Twitter, I love looking up financial market stuff. Twitter is a great place for that. So I'm on Twitter, at least once a day looking through that stuff. Twitter is full of scams. People will pay to run crypto scams on Twitter using Twitter ads, but they won't let me sell a print-on-demand product. A little bit weird. So anyways, I won't hold it against you. I'm sure they'll fix it eventually, but that was my experience there. So this order was organic and it was not me sharing it, yet it still resulted in one sale from Twitter. Sessions by traffic source. So search, which implies probably Google, 1,700 sessions, users visiting my site. Direct traffic, 1,300. I have no clue how that happened because, again, I did not promote this site anywhere. I was strategic, though, from a search engine optimization perspective. I literally purchased a .com domain name that had 3 words in it. The first 2 words I'm not going to say because it's basically the niche. The third word was the word hat. Okay, so it's like 2 words and then hat.com. So literally it's like what somebody who wants this niche on a hat would type into Google. So Google then merges those 3 words, adds a .com, and sends them to my new domain. You see what I'm saying? Like those little simple, I don't even want to call it like a trick because it's not a trick. Like if I tried this 10 more times and it never worked, I'd be like, yeah, that's probably closer to what I expected. But again, I'm just keeping it real with you guys. Like I'm not, if I was going to lie, would I lie about 126 sales? I mean, this is cool. Like I paid for a Shopify store. I put little to no effort in and pocketed probably about 1,100. And if you want to deduct the $100 I spent on the guy to, redesign the site, then what is that, $1,000? And then honestly, you pay for Shopify fees too. So you got to deduct that further. So I probably made like $800. By the way, if you want to start a Shopify store, use my link at the top of the description. You get your first 3 months for $1 a month. You cannot beat that. That is what I used when I launched this shop. Guys, thank you for watching. Check out my full print on demand course. I don't go in depth into Shopify because it's not really my area of expertise, but I do go in depth into how I've been generating 6-figure profit from print on demand every year since 2019, selling on the major marketplaces like Amazon, Etsy, Walmart, eBay, and more. So check that out, linked in the description. And you'll find a link to my private community where I do multiple weekly live streams, have incredible guests. And it's just, there's so many resources. It's a great time. Everybody there is very friendly as well. So check that out, linked in the description. Guys, thank you for watching. Please hit that like button and subscribe on your way out. Let me know if you have any thoughts, any questions, comments, etc. about selling Shopify print on demand. I'd love to hear from you. And guys, I'll see you soon with a new video.